All right, guys, let's talk about this. I'm so excited. I've been talking about this since I think August for our property owners, about doing a new construction investment opportunity, and it's just been a matter of where are we doing it that makes the most sense, how much is well incepted, where are the impact fees at right now, and the different areas, and where can we get the most rents, appreciation, all of it. I just wanted to get this right so I could come to you and do this as a service to you guys as being property owners at Douglas Realty here, and give you that opportunity because you've been asking for it and there's been a problem to solve, and I think we solved it. So here we go. Right now, there's no question, it's very obvious that the used market is at a point where you are paying close to new construction pricing and you're getting roofs, water heaters, AC units that are old, properties that are old, they need work. You know, even some of the stuff that's not the big mechanic stuff, you know, like the AC and the roof, everything I just mentioned, it's little things like the door jambs are getting beat up and the door hardware, just all kinds of stuff that could potentially be a cost to you guys. So I don't need to give you a speech. You guys are smart enough to understand, obviously, that new construction is the way to go in many cases, as long as the pricing makes sense because everything's brand new. Okay, awesome. So talking about, that's our issue. What is our solution? Overall, many of you have been asking for duplex solutions. I have one with a caveat. Duplex land right now is very difficult to come by. So to give you the very short version, I have a few lots that are currently listed that we could buy, that we could make work, and you'd be building a new construction duplex for probably close to $500,000. You're going to be in the 425 to 450 range by the time you're all said and done, okay? And that's everything. Real estate commissions built in, your lot, your impact fees, well and septic, or if it's on city sewer, city water sewer hookup, that's the cost to hook it up. They're about the same, about 15, 16, 17,000. So if you're down to spend $500,000 and you want a brand new duplex, we can do it. But what I think makes more sense appreciation wise, which a lot of you have been asking for, what makes more sense on a monthly income or cash flow wise, ROI, I think what's going to make more sense is smaller single family homes. And guys, this is where everyone is missing the boat right now. Most new construction properties that are being built right now are your 350, 400 and up, okay? They're targeting the people with money that are coming down that want to buy these to live in them. That are coming down from New York and Jersey and California that have the cash that can just, okay, $500,000 and I get this nice, 2,500 square foot house, great, awesome. We don't want that. We're not targeting those people. We want the cookie cutter type of property that we know is going to be highly rentable, highly sought after in the correct area that, like I said, is easy to rent. That's going to give you the ROI. Okay, so that's where this comes in. Okay, coming up on the screen right now. Actually, before I do that, I'll tell you what we have. We have two different floor plans, two options. I think option one is going to be the go-to, but we do have an option two for somebody that might want something a little bit bigger. But again, most of you don't even care what the house looks like. You probably won't even ever come down and see it. So it's really just what's going to be the best numbers, probably option one, but I'll show you option two anyway, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. So I'm going to pull up, actually, before we get to the floor plan, I want to talk about the area we're putting them in. That's more important. So let's still go to the computer here and still pull that up on the screen because I want to show you this. We're doing this live. We're not editing because, I want to go along and do it with you. So if we're looking at Google Maps here, Tropical Golf Acres is the name of this city, okay? This is the name of this development, this area that we're doing this in. What's awesome is you guys would not be the first, okay? Because a lot of investors get scared about being the first one to do something, even though often that gives you, the greatest risk, greatest reward. You're still in that great reward category, but there's a little bit less risk because people have done this before and it's been very successful. What do I mean? Back in the early 2000s, when my father, Kevin, and his brother, my uncle Brian, were doing a lot of new construction, they were doing Tropical Golf Acres like crazy, going in there, buying up lots like crazy, building these houses, the exact type of houses we're talking about doing now, that happened during the last boom. So we're sitting here going, okay, well, these houses were all built in the boom. We still manage quite a few of them. They do great with rents. It's a great city, but no one's blowing the area up. Like, there's still time to get in because everyone's so laser-eyed focused on these more expensive properties, because as a builder, you can spec out a much more expensive home and make more money on it and do less of them. So for builders, that's definitely way more, more so the way to go. You're not sending subs out all over the place or whatever. It's much easier. But thankfully, we have a builder where that's not the case. They're going to be doing these houses. So we can be the first to get back into an old area is really the easiest way to explain it. And I love Tropical Acres because let's take a look here. Okay, this area that I'm circling with my mouse is, I was actually in the wrong spot there. This area that I'm circling with my mouse is the Tropical Golf Acres. Okay, so this Tucker's Grave right here is the little artery road that jumps over to 75. Now look at how close this area is to 41 and 75. If you're not familiar with Southwest Florida, if you're not near 41 or 75, you have a little bit of an issue, okay? Because people typically don't work in the city they live in here. And I'm talking, again, this is generalizations, but people that live in the Punta Gorda, up here, like Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte, Northport, a lot of them work way up here in Sarasota, okay? Right up in this area. When you have people here in Tropical Golf Acres, they still have access to that because they can jump on 75 and 41. How do I know all this? Because we have tenants currently renting property in Tropical Golf Acres that have been for the last 20 years, and I know what they're looking for, okay? So it's already been proven. Now, conversely, if they work down here in North Fort Myers, even over in Cape Coral, they're taking 75, they're coming down through North Fort Myers, they can come down and work in Naples. It's just close to the highways. We all know how important that is, okay? Okay, so talking about the area itself, many of these lots are not standard size lots, okay? So a lot of them are 60 by about 120. So they're very narrow and they're very long. So what do you do to combat that? Okay, well, it actually ends up working out perfect because you're getting these lots for extremely cheap. They're for sale in there right now for like $10,000, okay? And this is all getting included in the price of the homes that I'll give you. So the lots are still extremely cheap, allows the cost of the finished product to be lower. You build a house that's only 40 feet wide, but really long. And for some people, you'd be like, well, that is kind of an ugly looking house because it's so narrow and long, but it's actually very common in like communities where, the lots are very narrow and long. So the houses, and we're going to show you some pictures, do look very, very nice. And like I said, the houses that were built in the original boom in the early 2000s that we've already done were very similar floor plans. So we know that they work and we know that they're rentable. Okay, so that's about the area. Now, talking about the floor plan, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the first floor plan. We call this one the Sandpiper. We're going to be out the door right around $230,000. It'll be, depending on where we come in at construction costs, but we're expecting to be right at about $230,000, $240,000, the highest that we're seeing right now. That's 1,280 square feet. Check this out. I'm scrolling through it here, and I'll go ahead and, if you're interested, I'll send you these emails separately, where I can get you these floor plans. And you can see that floor plan, and then we're going to jump over and take a look at some of these pictures real quick. So you can see the fit and finish. We have these, what we call tenant proof. We're doing vinyl plank flooring throughout. We're doing granite countertops, high ceilings. We just want to make these properties to the point where we just don't want that turnover cost for you guys. We're not doing carpet. We don't want Formica countertops that peel and burn when the tenants put hot pans and pots and stuff on them. So we're trying to keep all this in mind. We always have been like that with new construction projects, and we're going to continue moving forward doing that. Jumping over to the second floor plan, this one's going to be closer to $300,000. It'll probably be right about $290,000. It's 1,434 square feet. Again, you're jumping quite a bit of money for not a huge potential rent increase. Now you're getting to the double car garage, you're getting a back and front patio. So how much do you quantify that on rent? $100 maybe, $150. So that, I personally think that the Sandpiper, the first floor plan, is really going to be the way to go. I think we can bang those out, and they're just going to rent like crazy. I honestly, I'm so excited about it. I wish we could put up 100 of them because I know we could sell them immediately. So if anybody's got like 100 million, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, so those are the plans. I will put up real quick here. This is the floor plan for the second one. You can see It's just a little bit bigger, the 2-car garage, the back patio. So we can discuss, more in detail, but like I said, I think that first floor plan is really going to be the way for you. Okay, so Christian, what are the rental comps and what are the sales comps? Okay, that's obviously a big question. So I want to show you, let's jump on the computer again. I want to show you a couple. I could go through a lot of there says there's 21 results. These are just recent solds in Tropical Golf Acres. A lot of them are not comparable to what we're doing. Okay, they're much older, or they're quite a bit bigger. So let's just talk about the ones that matter here. Okay, so take a look at this. This was built in 2008. It listed at 239 and it sold for 236. And this was back in July. Okay, so many months ago. We've seen much greater appreciation since then. So if you compare this to right now, we're telling you can get this. This is 1,492 square feet. We can get you a 1,280 square foot at 230, and it's brand new and beautiful. That it's already a no-brainer. That's already proof right there that you're walking in with the appreciation potential. All right, let's jump in and take a look at this one. So this actually sold way back in April. They had it listed at 275, and it sold for 255. 255,000, and this one was only 1,100 square feet. Can you believe that? And look, I'm going through these pictures right now. Nothing crazy. I mean, they've got, just kind of like we would do. They've got decent flooring in their tile, but we're going to do vinyl plank flooring. And look at that. That's Formica countertops. So that's not even granite. That's builder grade cabinetry. Those are builder grade appliances. Okay, so is this giving you guys an idea of what these properties are selling for? It's absolutely unbelievable. So the comps are there as far as sales goes. You're walking into an unbelievable deal. I literally was sitting in the meeting this morning with the builder and I said, why are you not charging more? You can charge more, do it. And he said, we're just going to try to do a bunch of them. Okay, that's fine. So that's my no BS look at that. Pricing walking in unbelievable. Like I said, you can go look at the comps for yourselves and see what I'm talking about. The fact that we can do this floor plan for around 230,000, 1,280 square feet with the fit and finish of those pictures that I showed you earlier. I'm not sure what there is any more, what else there is to talk about. Okay, the last thing actually there is to talk about is going to be the rents. Okay, so what are these properties going to rent for? Now, being that we're going to be really the first new people in there with these new construction type houses, there's no direct data that says this is exactly what this property is going to rent for. Okay, so we have to do our best educated guess by doing historical research and data of rentals that are already in there. All of that already has been done by yours truly. I know for a fact that the Sandpiper, this first floor plan, minimally would be 1,650, and that's, I feel, very conservative. I would like to see this property nearing completion. I would like to put it up at the market for 1,900 just to see if we get a bite, because that's the way the rental market's been, and that I've been preaching to all of our Douglas owners, you guys, for so long now that some of these properties, especially new construction ones, especially the new construction, you can put up a little bit higher, and if it's too high, you can slowly work your way down as need be. But I know 1,650 on this, with all fees and everything, management fees, whatever, pulled out, you're still above an 8% cap rate at that, and I think we could get closer to 9 or 10 on your returns there. But I'm just being conservative because I don't want to come back at this video a year from now and say you said 1,900 and I only got 1,650. Okay, so that's where we're coming in at. The other property, I think we could probably, wherever the Sandpiper comes in, the second floor plan, I think we could come in probably about $150 more than whatever that one pulls in. So totally up to you on that. So that, I know I spoke really fast. I wanted to keep this under 15 minutes. It's about where we're at. That is everything really in a nutshell. And if you've watched this far, thank you. I appreciate it. I put a lot of time and effort into this. I would like to talk, if you're interested, we can talk more about it. I could tell you more about the builder, our relationship. Financing is a big thing. And just real quick, I can get financing for you guys, probably about 30% down at around a 4% interest rate. And that's a construction perm loan, right? So that's closing on the loan up front. The bank pays the builder to build the house in 5 or 6 different draws, or 4 to 6 draws usually. Once the house is completed, you transition that to an end loan, and it's just a regular loan like you would normally have. So, and then if you're cash, we can discuss how we do the cash process and how that works with putting that aside escrow and taking draws out of there to do the new construction project. So, and again, Douglas Realty is not the builder. We are not the licensed GC. We are not doing the actual construction. We're just simply kind of partnering with a builder unofficially to bring you guys this product. So that's that. I'm just so excited. Please let me know if you want to have any more information. If we want to move forward, we can start looking at some lots and have the builder give his opinion on which one we should go into contract on, as far as, you know, keeping clearing costs low and stuff. Maybe save you a little bit of money there too if we can find a lot that's already cleared, that kind of stuff. So, okay, good. I know I've talked a lot. I'm excited. Hopefully we can do something. And any other questions, please email me right on this email. Thank you.